Welcome to an all-new Nerds to Men. I am Brad Reed. I am joined by...
your boy Cameo. What's up, guys? We are in the building, in the same building.
I know, I'm excited.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
It's
it
weird.
is crazy.
It's weird. We are social distancing. We're not by each other.
When we did our mic check earlier, you were like, all right, check, one, two,
check.
1, 2. And then when we started, you were like, hey!
Hey,
Everybody scream!
boys.
So I'm adjusting on the fly here, Cameo.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That's okay. So, Cameo,
Yo.
it's been... Well, first of all, it's been several shows since you've been in the studio.
Right.
The studio looks a little different.
It does.
How do you like it?
I like it, man. I like the round table.
Yeah.
This is new.
Gives us a little bit of a way to so we're not both... I mean, the camera's up there, so make sure, every now and again, you're like, hey, guys.
Hey, how you doing? Hey.
For those watching on Facebook and YouTube. We're not doing it live tonight. We got a guest. We just decided we would skip all the, all the shenanigans of trying to do live shows, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So we're recording it, but we'll be joined by Nita Skky, your coworker.
Yep, from Wild 1049.
One of my former coworkers.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk to her about what she's up to, like life and radio,
Okay.
who she liked working with more, me or you.
Yeah, me, obviously.
Well,
I want to ask her about this time that I made her pretty upset.
You did?
Yeah.
Like upset? Like big mad?
Like super mad.
Oh, no.
Super
Should you bring
mad.
it up?
I don't know. I mean, it's not anything that I said.
Yeah.
It's something that I did.
Mm.
And, yeah.
Dude, I might have to fight you, though, because,
Yeah.
I love
I
love Nita.
When I said something that I did, it wasn't like intentionally to her.
Right.
It was, we'll talk about it.
Okay.
So, yeah,
I guess we got some drama coming up later.
There's not too much drama. I mean, when you hear it, you're like, oh, really? There's not.
Oh, okay. Good.
But
well, that's good, though, because like I said, I don't...
nobody got called out of
I
their
don't want to have to
name
beat you up
or anything like that.
But like I said, it's been several shows since you've been into the studio, so I'm glad to see you. Although we've seen each other a couple times.
Yeah.
I'm kind of afraid that we're going to go right back into quarantining everybody again, the way everything's been going lately.
Yeah.
So this might be the first
last show.
and the last one we do together for a little bit. But hey, if we got to do that to get over this, then I say let's do it. Let's just get through this.
What was it, a couple days ago? Like the record high for the country was like 36,000.
Yeah.
Like, geez Louise.
And so
wear your mask, people.
Yeah. We've been super busy. We haven't done a show in a couple weeks. So
yeah,
I will just say, me and you both, life has been very hectic lately.
Yes.
But I'm also going to admit something to everybody.
What?
One of the reasons that we haven't done a podcast in a couple weeks is I've been a little bit depressed with everything that's going on, and just kind of, I don't know, like not having the motivation some nights. Like I'll be like, hey, Cameo, let's go ahead and do this show. And then we'll get to it, and I'll be like,
right.
I don't want to go on the air and be disingenuous, because, and I know that when we've done shows on the radio and stuff, that there have been times where you're not 100%.
Right.
But you're getting, this is your job that you go to every day. So you sometimes, even when I've been sick, I've put on probably a better show, because
you're forcing yourself to,
you're like really trying, and then but with the doing the podcast and stuff, I'm not saying it's less important at all, because I love doing this with you, and for all the people that watch and listen and comment along and all that, I love that. But I also, it just, nobody can say the right thing anymore. And I'm not saying that all of that's wrong. There's a lot of stuff that people say that I don't want to hear anymore.
Yeah.
People have been saying this for years and years and years. And I just, I'll just say it right now too. If you're racist in your heart and all that, this isn't going to be the show for you.
No.
Because we don't really put up with that.
No, we don't.
So.
No, we don't.
I've had to delete people on Facebook, and some people, hey, catch me like at
Outside,
the family reunion, I guess, and say, hey, but don't be mad because I don't want to see that on Facebook.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
No, I totally feel you, man. It's been pretty crazy. Another reason why we hadn't been doing a show is that, my wife and I celebrated our 2-year anniversary. Mm-hmm. We went away for a whole week because with all this stuff going on, it's been
little blast from the past.
It's been pretty hectic. It's been pretty hectic, and getting away from the news and seeing day after day somebody getting shot, mistaken for somebody else, and it's just the times that we're living in. If you're very religious or just even a little bit religious and read the Bible, you probably kind of see the signs. These are the end times right now.
Yeah, that's what people say. Yeah.
And it's just one thing after another. And I'm not a political person at all, but there's some things that the president has been saying, and it's just like, dude, that's probably the dumbest thing I have ever heard anybody say.
There's been a lot of things that I've heard him say that I really hate. Honestly, like he's not uniting people. He's dividing people. But I will say a lot of these dumb things that he's saying about like COVID and stuff. He's not saying it because he genuinely believes not testing as many people will keep people from getting COVID. He's saying it because he's trying to avoid a total shutdown, right? Because he knows that'd be terrible for his upcoming election.
Oh yeah.
Whatever you think politically, whatever. But what I'm gonna say is that's really dumb.
Yeah,
because we can't start putting other people's lives ahead of making some money.
No,
and I believe you me, I run a company. Mm-hmm. I'm trying my best to keep our doors open, make sure people aren't sick, exposed to COVID, yada, yada, yada.
Well, see, and it's kind of cool with what you're doing is that the majority of your people are social distance idiots.
Yeah, sure.
They have their own, areas that they work in. And I mean, obviously, germs can travel. Obviously, we've heard that coronavirus can stay in the air for X amount of time, blah, 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 blah. But, all that we really need to do is take precautions. I mean, take it seriously. Some people might think, if I'm going to get it, I'm going to get it. True. That is very true. But you have a less of a chance of getting it if you keep your hands clean, you're coughing and sneezing in your elbow or your shirt, however you want to do it, but you're not doing it out in the atmosphere, and wear your mask. I mean, it's not that hard.
Yeah, and we talked about the mask thing for a while because I've been essential this whole time, and for a while people weren't wearing masks. Now they are. And the thing is anywhere I go that requires a mask, I've got one on me. I wear it. Yeah. So if we're going out and stuff, I wear it. I don't wear it. As soon as I get out of there, I'm like.
Right.
It does suck. It's hard to breathe. I've got asthma, so.
Yeah, I did my first.
I don't want to get it, for one.
No.
I don't want other people getting it, say I picked it up somewhere. So
yeah, I did my first live broadcast with Wild. Whenever you listen to this, it was a last weekend. So this is Thursday the 25th.
Yeah.
So last Saturday, did my first live broadcast, and we have to take precautions now. We got to wear gloves and masks throughout the whole show.
Yeah.
And
does it sound different with the mask on? Because I was just thinking, me and you people were probably like, they're not wearing masks.
I know, right? but I mean, we work together too, so I mean.
Yeah, well, like as soon as you leave, I'm gonna wash my hands.
Oh, definitely, definitely.
I'm gonna erase any memory of you even being here.
But seriously, yeah, like I was, trying to do my breaks, and I'm telling you, I hyperventilated on my last one because trying to be, energetic and get what you're trying to say out in a minute is just like I'm breathing super hard.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I totally understand. It's not comfortable. Your ears hurt afterwards, depending on what kind of mask you have. But yeah, I mean, I totally understand. It's not fun, but being healthy isn't always fun.
We got to get through this. So, again, like I said, me, I'm resistant to a lot of things. Like I don't go with the flow.
Right.
But this is one of those things that you got to do if we want to get through this, because I think two things. I think everybody's probably going to get exposed to it at one point or another. It's just so out there now. And then two, I think we're headed for another shutdown. But I don't think I'm not saying we shouldn't shut down. I'm just saying let's do everything we can so it doesn't ruin our economy, you know.
Right. And see, the crazy thing is, I heard that D.L. Hughley has COVID-19 now, and he was doing a show and passed out like mid joke.
Yeah.
And he had no symptoms.
Yeah.
So it's just weird. Like even people that do have it, honestly, don't know that they have it, and then it's too late. And then it's like boom. You know?
Well, we're gonna talk nerd stuff. Don't.
It's not a COVID-19 podcast.
But we're just catching up. I'm sure a lot of you are kind of going through the same thing. You know, the stuff with George Floyd and countless amount of people who we could bring up their names too. Breonna Taylor, just so many, and the protesting and the, you know, just the dialogue that's going back and forth between people. It's a lot. And I want to say rest in peace, George Floyd. And I absolutely unequivocally want to say that Black Lives Matter. And that's bottom line. I mean,
you know, just recently this week, Elijah McClain, who played the violin to
yes,
not homeless, I don't know, sheltered, I don't know what you call it, like kittens, animals, I don't know what they were, but you know, stupid stuff like that. And it's just like, y'all, I don't know.
Honestly, several times I've almost quit Facebook and Twitter over the last month.
Dude, like it's you know, again, not trying to go deep into this, it's just every single day you see something. Whether it's something that happened, you know, 3 years ago that's now coming to light because, you know, there was nothing at the time talking about it. Now it's like, you know, at the forefront of everybody's mind now, and it's just like nothing but the same old drama that, you know, it's just never ending.
It's sickening because it's 2020. I feel like we should be way past this stuff. We should, you know, treat everyone equally.
Oh yeah.
A lot, and people don't get it. There's a lot of things that go into this, from the socialization of certain groups of people that is not like the socialization of a lot of other people, and that, you know, what that ends up turning into is less opportunities to make the same amount of money, have the same jobs, go to the same schools. It's just there's so much to it. And I highly recommend anybody to don't take our words for it. Look into it. One guy I've been following for the last I've been a fan of their music for a long time, Killer Mike.
Oh yeah,
you know,
Run the Jewels.
Yeah, and he's also an activist, and I love listening to him.
Dude, he is so educated.
He tells it like it is.
Yeah, so educated on the matter.
Yeah.
But also too, I wanted to say this real quick.
Sure.
For those people that saying, you know, that are on the opposite end, you know, like, you know, this, you know, slavery happened so long ago. If you really look at it, I was watching Fresh Prince of Bel-Air because I got HBO Max, by the way.
Yeah.
So watching that, Aunt Viv was teaching, you know, Black history. It was that episode, and she was saying, you know, that slavery, was asking Will about something, but slavery was, you know, around like the mid 1800s.
Yeah,
like it was still going on in the mid 1800s, and watched something on the news that it was like towards the back end of the 1800s, and it's just like, it wasn't that long ago.
It wasn't. And the other thing is that, you know, if you look at our society now, it's still built on the work of slaves and on the backs of slavery. And you know, lots of the money, the old money, that's where it came from.
Right.
Universities, you know, people talk about reparations, and I hear a lot of people say stuff like, well, we can't pay every black person. Well, you could give them free college. You could do lots of things. So that's the things that we need to look at doing. And like I say, what we need to make sure to do is to give equal opportunities to everyone. But like I say, you know, it's a lot deeper than, well, they just need to go get a job, or
sometimes it's not that easy.
Yeah. I mean, again, like I said, if you look at the socialization, and another thing I will say is if you're feeling like like, oh well, I know what they need to do. Mm-hmm. Any race of people. I'm not just talking about black people.
Yeah.
But if you're in your mind thinking, well, I know what they need to do.
Mm-hmm.
Go in their communities and see how things are. Don't just out in little town somewhere thinking, there's no such thing as white privilege because I've had to work for everything I've got. That may be that you got that but you got the opportunity to work for those things.
Right.
So
no, because I mean, there's been plenty of times, and we won't go into it, that that tons of people have gotten hindered. And
sure,
it wasn't because they didn't fit the criteria, or they didn't have the experience. Because I mean, shoot, I'll say it right now. In my own defense, it's happened to me multiple times.
Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it happen to you.
Yeah, I've had bukus of experience.
Yeah,
and that still didn't matter.
Yeah.
So it is what it is.
Yeah, and we won't get into it because I don't want to get you in trouble. I did. I was on another podcast with JD Reynolds, and we kind of broke it down just in case anybody wants to know. You still got to get that money. So,
right.
I don't blame you. But before we move on to some more nerdier topics, I do kind of want to bridge the gap between the quarantine and the nerd world and just ask, is this mustache like, you've been quarantined, you're just let yourself go? Is it the worst thing since Henry Cavill's Superman mustache? That's what I want to know from the people watching. Because look at this. It's horrible.
This is the most beautiful.
That is awful.
Mustache ever.
Like, I think just having a mustache is kind of creepy for some reason.
Well, you know what? Maybe I might grow some handlebars. How about that?
Ooh. So you like it, is what you're telling me.
My wife likes it. So
she likes it.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. She loves it.
Now, is she just saying that? Like, no. Is she like, I love it, I guess?
No, she's like, at first I didn't like it, but I got used to it.
Go with that.
No, but she likes it.
At first, she didn't like it, but then she just got used to it.
She grew into it, though.
Like, if you had like a wart that popped up on your forehead, she would still love you.
Would she, though?
I don't, probably
Wifey,
not.
would you love me if I had a wart on my forehead?
I mean, she loves you even though you got that horrid mustache.
It's a beautiful mustache.
I want to know from people listening, watching. If you're listening on the iTunes,
you got to go over to our social media and look at it.
Yeah, so Facebook, YouTube, that's where the videos are always popping up. But
yeah,
pretty bad. Pretty bad.
Okay, haters gonna hate. That's all I gotta say.
Before we bring in Nita Skky, who I'm looking forward to having her on, just because we sometimes we've had some guests on before, but I like talking to some of the radio people we worked with. It's fun, especially because now that you're in our world. But I want to talk about a few things. So we got some nerd updates, but it's not really for sure yet. So
just all rumors.
Yeah.
Well, some of them are rumors.
But it's one of those things where when there's smoke, there's fire. So we know that they're at least talking to Michael Keaton about reprising the role of Batman. Although he might not be Bruce Wayne Batman, because they're talking about having him in the Flashpoint movie.
Right.
Which we've talked about this before too. It's not going to be like the Flashpoint, like the animated or the book. I think they're going to do like their own version of a Flashpoint
which is
for the
fine.
movie. Yeah.
I hope so. I mean, I think what all comic book movies and shows, they all need to have their own, yes, it would be kind of cool to see a live action Killing Joke.
Yeah.
I would like that.
Yeah.
I would. Even though we've had the book, we've had the the cartoon and whatnot. But I mean, let's do the Killing Joke, but let's do it differently.
Yeah.
Let's say Robin. Let him be Oracle. I mean, I don't care how we do it, but let's not stick to the books anymore.
Right. Yeah. I'm with that. I mean, it's okay to draw it as inspiration, but do your own thing, since it's a different medium anyway, and everybody's going to be like, well, they couldn't get this from the book end, so kind of make it its own thing even more. But what I really kind of so he would either be Thomas Wayne, if they are going to go with the more towards what the Flashpoint originally was, or he would just be an older version of Batman.
Yeah.
If he's just going to play an older version of Batman, let's get him in Batman Beyond.
Hey, I'm down with that.
But what I'm hearing is that that's what this the Batman could be.
Oh, really?
That Robert Pattinson could be more of a Batman Beyond movie. So I don't know. I mean, there's all kinds of rumors floating around with that movie. We're just hearing that my guy, Ben
Affleck?
No, he's in talks to play the Joker. We've already discussed.
Oh, Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
Which, more I think about it, I would be cool with that. I think it'd be a different Joker.
I think that he would. I think he would own that. I think he would.
Yeah. He would.
He's weird. I mean, if you put a little bit more of a maniacal attitude on what's his name, Jack Sparrow.
Yeah.
That's the Joker. That's the Joker right there. But I would like to see that, because also what's her name? Amber Heard is Mara in Aquaman, but I think she might be outed on that because of the whole issue of her lying about the whole thing with her and Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
But that would be kind of funny, because if they are ending up in the same movie and they do like a villains movie, like the oh my goodness,
Birds of Prey.
Yeah, like that, and then she's fighting the bad guys or whatever, whatever the case may be. That would be kind of funny.
Yeah.
But
you mean funny. Like Suicide Squad?
Yeah, Suicide Squad. Sorry.
Yeah.
But yeah, something like that. But I'm hoping that Johnny Depp gets this role, if that really is what's happening, and because I think he would kill it.
Yeah.
I mean, Johnny Depp has killed every single actor, character role ever.
Have you ever seen Ed Wood? That is my most favorite Johnny Depp movie of all time. So the other thing, though, about Michael Keaton is I've heard Jeffrey Dean Morgan also, because he was Thomas Wayne in Batman vs. Superman.
Right.
And when I saw him as Thomas Wayne, I thought, oh, God, if they ever make a Flashpoint movie, he's perfect.
Right.
For Thomas Wayne.
Perfect.
Yeah. Thomas Wayne / Batman. But so I'm still hearing his name out there too. So what I'm hoping is we get him as Thomas Wayne Flashpoint. We get Michael Keaton as older Batman for Batman Beyond. That's what I really want. But either way, if he does that, what do you think that means for? Because I only really care about what's happening with Spider-Man. You know what I mean? That's what I want to know about. So the Vulture, of course.
Real quick before we get into that. Well, actually, no, we can get into that. Yeah. So what do you think will happen with Vulture? You think
I don't think he'll go back.
Really?
But I could see him being in both franchises, though. I mean, things are kind of in the animated world anyway. You got different people in both. So
see, the thing is,
or the same people in both,
right? And also too, you gotta remember. I don't know how the contracts are. I don't know if it says, hey, you're in a Marvel movie for the next 6 movies.
Yeah.
And you can't do anything DC related.
Right.
I don't know if it's in their contracts like that or what. But if they're not being used like a consistent character, why not?
Yeah, well, that's the thing. He's not ever going to have his own Vulture movie. And
right.
So, but
they are talking about a Sinister Six movie. Now, there's been different variations of the Sinister Six group, from comics to cartoons and whatnot. But I think what would be really awesome is if he could do both. But I did hear that Michael Keaton, if that is a true thing, that he is going to play the older Bruce Wayne, is that his character will be like Nick Fury.
Yeah.
So he'll be in, X amount of movies, whether it be, a big part or something small. So, and again, Vulture, so far he's going to be in 3 movies. Been in Homecoming. He is going to be in supposedly the Sinister Six movie, and has a cameo in Morbius.
Right. So the whole thing is funny though, because they are not going to give up on the DCEU, right? Because the Flashpoint is still going to be Ezra Miller, who didn't get canceled after his weird thing.
Yeah.
Zack Snyder's doing this thing for HBO Max for Justice League, which is, the more I hear about it, the more that thing surprises the heck out of me, because it's not just he's going to dust off what his version was. They're doing massive reshoots.
Yeah, and I saw I don't know if it was a true trailer for it.
Yeah, it was.
It was a true trailer?
Like a little cheat. Well, they put out a little teaser with Darkseid and yeah.
Yeah, that. And I was like, man, that's cool. But also, I heard that there's supposed to be a Green Lantern series on HBO Max. So that also could mean Michael Keaton being the older Bruce Wayne. We could be getting a Batman Beyond series.
Yeah, that would be cool.
I would love it. Real cool. I would love it.
2 things real quick that I'm thinking about. So they asked Zack Snyder, because we've talked about this, who was the Robin that got killed, because they alluded to that, and he said it's Dick Grayson instead of the Jason Todd, which was what we all expected.
Yeah, the second Robin. Yeah.
So there's all kinds of questions that would bring up. Did he ever become Nightwing and then get killed? Was he killed while he was still Robin? That's like, I want to know about Zack Snyder's little universe, and if he doesn't get to do all the things he wants, he at least needs a comic series.
Right. Yeah, I would love that. I would definitely read it, especially if it was based on the characters in the movie.
Yeah. And then the last show we did, when we talked about that all this was going to happen on HBO Max, we didn't know anything about HBO Max at the time. I have it, and I watched a lot of the stuff on there. I mean, there's tons of movies, because you've got the HBO movies, then you've got the TCM movies. There's the only disappointing thing about DC. They've got a bunch of older Batman movies and some of the animated ones. They've got Doom Patrol seasons 1 and 2.
Just came out today, the 25th.
Season 2 did?
No. Just the first 3 episodes of the first season.
Well, I watched season 1, like a few episodes of it, or at least the first episode a few weeks ago. So I think it's just season 2 that came out.
No, I'll check right now.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, they
which I wasn't a big fan of Doom Patrol. Like, it was cool. I
liked it.
It was rated R. I didn't expect that.
Yeah.
But like all the Harley Quinn and all that's not on there. And I know there's season 2 is out. So
yeah, that's definitely on the DCEU.
Yeah, but I was hoping that you'd get all the DC
Universe, sorry.
Yeah, I was hoping you get all the DC Universe on HBO Max.
That would be cool, because I was definitely gonna cancel my subscription.
Yeah. So there's that. I think I'm right, and so you don't have to look it up, because I'm pretty sure it's season 2 that just came out today on HBO Max.
We seen it, son.
I watched it. I'm telling you, I watched the episode a week or 2 ago on HBO Max.
You must watch the first episode.
That's what you said
of the first season.
That's what you said. You said the first couple seasons of episode 1 came out today.
Yeah,
you meant 2, season 2.
No, look, 3 episode premiere.
Of season 2.
Season 1.
Yeah, season 2.
Oh,
boom! All right,
you were right. Okay,
I'm always right, Cameo.
Dang.
Hey, let's move on to something.
On my face.
Yeah, let's move on to something that I don't know a lot about, but I bet you do.
What?
The PS5 release.
I'm gonna go watch this right now. I don't care about this.
Okay, so they said that there's gonna be a Miles Morales Spider-Man game, and it's gonna debut on the PS5.
Yep, this holiday 2020.
It's coming out this year.
This holiday,
is it gonna be based on the Spider-Man game we just saw, as far as gameplay and all that?
I heard that they worked out a whole bunch of small kinks. I want to say the PS4 Spider-Man game was flawless.
Is it an add-on? Well, this is for the PS5. So
it's more of an expansion, but it's going to be basically. I don't know if it's going to be as long as the first Spider-Man game, but it did say that it was an expansion. Then I heard it was its own video game.
Yeah.
So I'm not 100% sure. I know they did something like this with oh my goodness, what was the name of that game? Infamous Second Son. There was the main original game, and there was a character that he met, and she was I think they called her Light or something, but they did Second Son First Light, and it was basically an expansion of her story.
Yeah.
So this might be something like that. I'm not 100% sure. I hope it's not. I hope it's its own like full length video game, because I'm telling you, I want to play it.
When does that Avengers game come out? Isn't it
September 4th? Yeah.
And then I heard there's a new Batman game in the works too.
Yes.
So,
man, I thought the Arkham series was done, but I'm pretty sure they saw the Spider-Man PS4 game and they was like, "Oh no,
yeah, we can get on this.
Y'all stole all of the mechanics from us."
Put in some of the villains that have been kind of more popular in the movies lately and stuff, and that'd be kind of cool.
Shoot, man, like if anybody from the DC gaming side of everything do let's fight some Suicide Squad members at once.
Yeah.
I mean, we did it in, Spider-Man PS4, so I mean, why not do it in, an Arkham game?
So what are you more excited about, the PS5 or what's the new Xbox going to be called? Do you know?
Xbox One X.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. So 9
or Xbox Series X. I can't remember. It don't really matter.
So, because I heard that the PS5 doesn't play games. Like it doesn't have discs, or it comes with one that doesn't have discs.
You can either get the version where you just download everything, or you can get the hard copy one.
And so I heard that one's pretty, decently priced, and it comes with a bunch of stuff. Like they were saying that it actually comes with a lot more than the Xbox.
Yeah.
So I think I'm probably going to pick up the PS5 first, since I just bought the latest Xbox.
Yeah.
Last year. So
yeah, I would have to say definitely the PS5 for sure. I've always had a PlayStation since, well, I was kind of broke back in the day. The way I jumped, I went from Nintendo to Sega.
Yeah.
Then PlayStation 2. Then 3, 4, 4 now, and then obviously 5 coming up this holiday season. My wife doesn't know it, but
everybody's getting a PS5. Yeah. When does the PS5 drop?
Sometime this holiday season. I'm pretty sure.
I would think
around November.
I would think, because isn't there like a Call of Duty that's gonna drop it always?
Like that, yeah.
So
yeah, because the new Xbox comes out like beginning of November. So. Yeah.
All right.
Save up your money.
Now, me and you had talked about a couple, probably at the beginning of the pandemic, just stuff we could start watching to maybe review. And one of the things we had talked about was Cobra Kai, because I've seen all of season 1. I think there's season 2 are out, and then it's still one of those things where you can watch the first episode for free on YouTube, but all the others you have to pay for YouTube's streaming service, which I thought YouTube got rid of their service. I thought everything was free, so I'm confused now. But maybe that hasn't happened yet. But what I am getting at, they've announced that Cobra Kai is coming to Netflix, and season 1 and 2 will be available.
Oh, cool.
The next season 3, will premiere on Netflix, and there might be some spinoffs.
Okay. And
I'm excited. When it announced,
we're gonna have like a Daniel-san,
maybe
Karate Kid.
Yeah. When it was announced, I remember you were like, and I think GOG was on at the time. God, that's been a little while.
Yeah.
This table actually was the one that we had in GOG's studio.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I brought it back into this one. So, but then we got off track there. But I'm just excited for for Cobra Kai to come onto the Netflix, because I like it. It's really more of an adult kind of series than
the movies were.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, it's not too adult. I'm just saying they're catering towards people like me who grew up with that movie.
Oh, okay.
Not trying to make it into something to really, I think, appeal to a bunch of different people, but it's still good. Like, I think it does appeal. So you have to watch it so you can kind of get the idea, because it doesn't take like a hard stance on who was right and who was wrong. It kind of is more of a people are people, and we all have our times when we're buttholes and when we're nice, and it just depends on who catches you on that day on what they're going to think about you. So
right.
So that's kind of like the theme. But yeah, hey, I think we have a guest here, which is perfect timing.
right.
So we're going to take just a little time out, and then we'll be back with Nita.
All right.
And the people listening and watching, they'll have no idea what just happened.
Exactly.
We'll be right back.
Yeah. After these commercial breaks.
Cameo said he didn't even want to be here because he was like,
that's a lie.
I'm starting to really feel like you do not like me.
That's a lie. Brad always trying to start stuff.
He's like, I see her. Okay, here we go. All right, we are back here. Cameo, Brad, Reed, and Nita Skky from Wild 104.9.
Wow.
You do lots of stuff. I bring up Wild because that's where we cross paths.
It is.
First of all, how long have you been in radio?
Since 2004. So when you think about it, it's been a long time. Where are we at? 2020?
Yeah.
16 years?
Yeah.
Wow.
You can put that up a little closer.
16 years. So yeah, it's been quite a long time. I did have a little hiatus for about 4 or 5 years, but I've been back.
That's cool.
That's crazy. 16 years. Woo.
I've been out for 2 years, I think. No. Yeah, about 2 years. And I don't miss it as much anymore. Now that we can do podcasts and stuff, that's fun. But I do miss all the people that, I worked with and stuff. So it's been a little minute. So you're still working on Wild, though. Tell everybody when they can listen to you.
So I am on Friday and Saturday nights. You can find me Friday night. I do the jump off mix at 10 p.m. and then I do the hot mix on Saturdays at 8 p.m. to midnight. So
sweet. And one of the things I kind of always want to know, and I don't know if I've even asked Cameo this on the show, so I'm gonna let both of y'all answer this. Like, what made you want to get into radio? You know what I mean? Like, and how did you get there?
I think it was just one of those things. To be honest, y'all, when I was not even a teenager, when I was in elementary school, I was like, I want to do TV. I want to do TV. And it was a career day. And somebody's parent was like, well, if you're going to do TV, you got to get your teeth fixed. And I was like, guess I'll do radio. So that's how I ended up doing radio, because somebody's parent was cold-blooded. That's exactly what happened.
I feel that, though, because like I've always thought, I wasn't quite handsome enough for TV, but radio, I'm there.
In there.
Cameo, did you want to do radio growing up? Or
no, not really. I wanted to be a backup dancer.
Yeah.
But it's funny because y'all know Rich, and when I was looking for a job while I was in college, because delivering pizzas wasn't doing any good for me. It wasn't.
Where'd you deliver?
Well,
in Norman?
No, in the city. So
I was hoping you were going to say Pizza Shuttle.
Oh man, that pizza's so amazing.
Have you ever lived in Norman?
I have not.
Have you ever had Pizza Shuttle?
No.
Oh my god.
They deliver to like 3 or 4 in the morning.
But do they deliver here?
No.
Yeah.
Gotta be in Norman.
Yeah, but like when I lived there for just a little bit of time, like you'd be smoking out, and then later on you're like, there's nothing open. Pizza Shuttle.
Right.
And they had the best cinnamon sticks. So.
Ooh, and the cheese bread.
Oh. All right, so
anyway,
how did we get here?
I don't know. Oh, I was delivering pizzas. There we go.
Yeah.
And so my buddy Rich, I was like, "Are you guys hiring?" And because I knew that he worked for the radio, and then they were hiring. Dirty hired me, and here I am. Yep.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So
Dirty and Lunsford hired me.
Yeah.
I forgot Lunsford was there too.
Did y'all do any? But did you? So you didn't. But did you do any radio like in college or before?
Yes, I
Wild?
did. I actually have a degree in broadcast journalism.
Yeah.
So yeah, I did. Shout outs to LU. I did KALU for a couple of years. That was our radio station down there. I used to be terrible, and I actually found to air check from when we were Wild 97.9 the other week.
Yeah.
I listened to it in the car to hype me up to go do my show, because I was like, if this is the way I sound amazing now. So
yeah, well, it's true, because not about you, but I worked at the broadcasting school, and then I was a student there before I got into radio, and I'll listen to some of the stuff that I did there. And then I remember I made like a CD for Ray Calusa at the time was the PD of Kiss FM. And so I just went in the studio and like got some Kiss songs and did some breaks, and handed it to him. And then I listened to that and I'm like, God, how did I get a job?
Right. Like
they were desperate.
Right. Yeah, but I got to find mine because when it was 97.9, Ronnie Ramirez was the PD.
Yeah.
And like he gave me a disc of my first air check, and he was like, listen to this, when you get, bigger and better or whatever. And I have no idea where that CD is, and I'm so upset. Like I want to find it.
I found mine. Like it was probably a couple of months ago. Like,
oh really?
Yeah, I probably have something on my phone because I feel like I recorded it, so I can send it. Like, y'all listen to this. Who does this sound like?
Yeah.
Look at the glow up.
Right.
I will say, so the first actual, like I was on Kiss doing like board opping and stuff, and I think maybe like I would do like one Saturday night a month or something. I can't remember at first, but the first on-air shift that I had regularly was Saturdays on Wild, and I hated it because every time that Cisco would air check me, he'd be like, gotta have more energy, and I'd be like, it's Wild 97.9 HD, and he'd be like, gotta have more energy.
Get
and
I'm like, there.
No, just put me on the cat. Just
right.
Put me on something else where I can be like, hey, it's Brad Reed,
Right.
So, but I loved the music and I loved the people on Wild, but I was just like, I can't hang with that. But I did. I don't know. Cameo knows this. You might not know this. Bobby the Italian Stallion, I gave him his name.
Did you?
Yep.
Come on now. I didn't know that.
Yeah, because it was funny. He was just a kid, and he would always come up and hang out after his remotes when I was on Kiss on Saturday nights. And so, like, I'd have him come in, and, like, I'd get girls to call in and talk to him on the air and stuff. And so, I started calling him Bobby the Italian Stallion, and it stuck.
It stuck.
Yeah. So
stuck.
I take credit for that.
You should.
Yeah. But, okay, so you said you did do college radio, and I've always thought, like, maybe I've romanticized it in my head, because, like, that sounds like that would be, like, the coolest thing ever, because did you get to play whatever you wanted? And
so let me tell you, so this was back in the day.
Yeah.
So we used to have like a wall of CDs, so we would have to pick out our CDs, but they had like a schedule, like a little, I don't know, it was like a paper with some squares on it, and you would write the last time you played it. So it would, let's say, played on 6/24, so you couldn't play it for so many days.
Right.
And then you'd have to put it in a little thing and stick it in there and push it down. So yeah, it was kind of like real radio. Like you put the CDs in there, press it down, but boy, did I suck at it. Like, I sucked at the talking part. I was just so nervous. I remember one day one of the guys came up there in the middle of my shift, and I'm pretty sure I cried because he startled me like, you're going to sit here with me? Why are you doing that? So it took a little while to get to where I am, like 16 years wide.
Like I'm 40 now. I got into radio when I was 23. And I think the thing that, looking back over it, the thing that I really think that I wish I would have like known then and done then is nowadays I would just say, do what you want. And like, if they get mad at you or whatever, then whatever. You're not going to get in too much trouble unless you get them fined or, something like that.
Right.
But it's the people that end up doing it their way. I feel like that's the way to do it.
That's the way to go.
Yeah.
I feel like now with the way the times are, if you do too much, somebody's going to get upset.
Yeah.
So you kind of like have to tread right in the middle. I try not to get outside because I don't have time for those emails and all of that good stuff. I don't want to get called in the office because I said something.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Again, like I told Cammy earlier, I won't get y'all in trouble because y'all still work there. But I got stories if y'all want to hear. If y'all want to hear. But no. So, like you said, Fridays and Saturdays or Saturdays and Saturdays?
No, Fridays and Saturdays.
All right. Check out our girl Nita on Wild 104.9, not what used to be 97.9. I always get them confused.
Back in the day.
Many days ago.
Yeah. So 104.9 HD Do y'all still say HD, or is it just like assumed?
Unless we're talking about the website.
It's assumed now because everything's HD, right?
Right.
Yeah, but no, I guess I really don't say it anymore unless we're talking about the website. So no,
I say it just because it was what I used to say. So.
Yeah.
Right on. So another thing that like I've been seeing you posting about and stuff on social media is PatcHappy.
PatcHappy, what's up, Sharice?
Yeah, and that's your partner, Sharice, who didn't get to make it, but hopefully you can bring her back sometime, anytime.
For sure.
But I wanted to kind of talk about this. It says that y'all specialize and customize like camo denim jackets. But you've got hats here.
Yeah.
Is this a mask?
This is a face mask. It's something that she put together really quick on Saturday for us. So this is something we're getting into. Not our main thing, but just something to try, because that's where we are in 2020.
Yeah.
And not only we do jackets, we do hats. Got us a nice little hat. We also do bags and pretty much anything you can put a patch on.
Okay.
That's kind of where we are with it for sure.
Yeah. I saw Malcolm. He the people who go to the Thunder games know who Malcolm is. He's the announcer. Like not the
He's an MC.
MC. Yeah. He's like my guy Rob Nice. Do you remember Rob?
I feel like I
do. You remember Rob? He
sounds familiar.
He was he had the same job. He was the MC for the Hornets, and then when they came here, he came with them and worked on Wild for just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, but he's a good dude. I liked him. But yeah, so Malcolm's the new Rob Nice. He does a great job.
He's amazing.
Fantastic job.
Malcolm is everywhere, y'all.
Yeah, Fox 25, right? Yeah,
everywhere.
He had the good teeth. No, I'm sorry. That
was burn. So this is what we're doing today. This is how we're coming at each other.
Dang.
Look at my teeth, though. I'm sorry. I couldn't help
it's cool.
I'll delete that.
No, keep it there. I like it. I'm here for that.
No, but yeah, I mean, he's super talented. But awesome. I saw he got a jacket. Like he got all patched out.
Well, let's talk about it. So we were at an event because sometimes we do pop-up shops and things of that nature. So we'll do those. And we were at this event and people were coming by our booth and I was standing there. It was pretty tight in there. And I look over and Malcolm's standing next to me. And I was like, hey, Malcolm. And he's like, hey. And I was like, this is interesting because I don't know Malcolm. I'm used to seeing him on TV, but I was just so nice, like, hey. Yeah. And so he came over and he was looking, and we also have lapel pins. And so he was looking at those and the patches, and the next thing you know, he just bought a lot of patches. And we actually did not do his jacket. He did his own, but he bought all of the patches and the pins from us.
Nice.
Okay. So you design the patches as well?
So no, we actually go through different vendors and we order them, and we have so many different types, like hella patches. So, yeah. And right now, what we're going through with the Black Lives Matter, we have a lot of patches like just catered to the culture and things of that nature. I mean, we do kids jackets, we do nerd stuff.
I saw that.
Sweet kind of stuff. So you can get a patch for anything. And I brought one of my jackets that I made. It's not the best, but I made it, and it's kind of catered to my radio personality.
Nice. That's cool. Yeah, because I have like a black denim jacket that I was like, I need some patches on there. That spice it up. But and there's all kinds of cool ones. I need the one that says dope. I need like some headphones.
Come on now, since you want to bring it out. If you kind of show that.
Oh, look, like the turntables, the cassette tape. Yes.
That's awesome. I just want you guys to know that this was me doing this, not Sharice. So if it looks a little wonky, because Sharice is the pro about it.
No, see, that's the thing about patches, though, is like, I think it's like putting stickers on everything.
It is. Right. And I just want to show you guys the back. Hey y'all, it's me. So this was actually done by another friend of mine in Michigan. Her name is also Renita, and she hand painted this. So
that's awesome.
Hand painted a picture of me for me on a jacket. So
awesome. That
was pretty dope. And then this is one of my favorite sweaters. My first one I did. I'm sorry. It's kind of falling off the hanger. You're going to have to edit that. But my stepdaughter, she kind of just put these patches on here and we worked through it. So this is a Lacey exclusive.
Yeah.
And
that's cool.
Kind of just skulled out. So
nice.
So I mean, that just gives character to anything that you want to add character to.
Is that a one piece? I think. Oh, look at that, yo. One Piece, y'all. All the anime fans out there.
So yeah, I just saw the skulls and I was like, ooh, let me get a whole bunch of skulls and just stuff that I like this cactus over here, little wine glass, things that I love.
Little drinky drink.
You know, my life. So that's just some of the things that we do. But for the most part, we do a little bit of everything. Like if you want a patch on it, we'll put it on there.
That's cool. Where can people follow you guys? And did you say that y'all have a place, or is it all online, or how's that
We
work?
don't have a place. You can follow us on social media. Our Instagram page is PatcHappy_SK, I believe.
We'll put that.
That is right. Yeah.
So that is our PatcHappy page. You'll see different designs. We do kids jackets, adult jackets, as I mentioned, bags. We got into the Greek stuff this year as well. So if you're a part of the Divine Nine, that is Alpha, Omega, aka stuff like that.
I was thinking like Greece, like
no,
I'm like okay, no. Cool,
like HBCU Greek stuff. So we got into that, and that kind of took off. So we have patches for almost all of the organizations out there, and awesome. We make the jackets, the bags. It's crazy.
That's
awesome.
Like they sell, and it's all original. Like nothing is going to be the same because she's going to put her spin on it. Sharice is amazing. She is very creative.
Cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
And she started this whole thing.
Yeah.
And the way she started, I'm sorry guys, I know y'all were like, stop talking.
No, you're good. You're good.
That's why we brought
this is your show.
Yeah. She's the third nerd now.
Yeah. So she basically started this in 2016. Mm-hmm. She decided that she was going to put some patches on a jacket. Mm-hmm. For 2 years, she added patches to this jacket, y'all. It's over 100 patches on this jacket. I'll get you guys a picture to put up there. And in 2018, she finally got a chance to wear it. We went to Beyonce in Houston, and she wore the jacket. And it was like after that, everybody was on it. So that's kind of where PatcHappy came from. So
that's really cool. Yeah. Cameo, you need to get a patch on your head.
Patch on your face.
You need to get a patch over that mustache.
Well,
now that you're here, I
already called him Porn Stash when I came in. I looked at it, okay, stash.
Okay,
so, yeah.
I've been trying.
I had to do a double take.
Yeah, I did. Stash. You got the stash on him. I see you. That's how much we see each other.
Grown folk business over here.
Yeah. That is funny. Like working at radio stations and stuff. Like sometimes, depending on when you're on, you might not see.
Yeah, I feel like I haven't seen Cam in years. I heard you yesterday. I was in the car and I was like, oh, okay. Cam's still here. Got it.
Yeah. Okay, so you got PatcHappy. Like, I want to know, just before we get out of here, what else do you nerd out on? You know, like movies, music. What's big in your life right now?
I would probably say TV. Like, that's pretty much where I am. TV and books.
What are you watching?
Y'all, to be honest, we binge watch The Floor is Lava on Netflix the other week.
We haven't watched it yet. I want to watch it.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one yet either.
It was hilarious.
Like, really?
Yes. I'm like, I can do this. So yeah.
What is it? Tell me about it.
Like, you know how little kids play The Floor is Lava and they jump from things? That's pretty much what it is. It's adults doing it, and it's teams, and they compete against each other. And it's 3-people team or 2-people team, and they compete, and whoever does it the fastest with the most people that don't die in the lava wins $10,000.
Yeah. And like there's like water, like the water is like the lava. So if they touch it, they're out?
For the most part, if they go most of the way in. And it's the way they have it edited, guys, you're gonna be cracking up because when they die they don't come back. You don't see them again.
Oh, really?
I was gonna say.
And they all die so funny. And I'm like, we finally realized that some of those little obstacles have to have rubber on them, because some of them injuries, I'm like, bruh, he ain't gonna make it. He gonna be hurting tomorrow. So
what was that? There's like another game that was kind of like that. I forgot what the name was. Like Bop It. Not Bop It. Oh my goodness, I can't remember the name of it. But they had like different courses, and there was like big old balls.
Oh, yeah.
They'd have to do like an obstacle course, and if they get knocked off, they'd fall in water or mud or something like that.
I remember stuff like that.
I feel like I was just watching that.
Wipeout.
Wipeout.
Yeah.
Wipeout. There we go.
Have you guys watched the one with the mini golf one?
No.
Gosh, I can't think of what it's called. And it has these 2 commentators, and they're actors. And when I say it's hilarious how they commentate this miniature golf course, and I think what's the guy who plays for the Clippers? Maybe the Clippers? Stephen Curry?
Oh, yeah.
He does something with it, but I don't ever see him. They always show a cartoon version of him.
No, what's his name?
He reminds me of Will Ferrell, but that's not who it is.
I know what you're talking about, but I'm sorry.
That's a good show to watch, too.
Yeah, so I've been thinking about bringing back like a real live, like where you could go do it like an escape room type deal, but it'd be like American Gladiators. You remember that show?
Yeah.
Bruh,
Yeah.
I haven't seen that in years.
I know.
Yeah, I guess it's been out for years.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, they brought it back and it wasn't as good. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I want the old one with all the people on roids and stuff.
the real ones.
Yeah.
The real ones, yeah.
Yeah. Maybe like all the people who can't like wrestle and stuff right now because of the COVID, like we'll get them. Of course, that'd be like real bad for COVID too. So
yeah,
we won't do that.
Yeah, let's not do that.
not
See you in
passes.
2022,
yeah,
guys.
You're
right.
2022.
right.
But I think that'd be fun.
Yeah.
So like you said, books. What are you reading?
You guys wouldn't understand.
Okay. All right.
Y'all, I
50
like
Shades of Grey.
So no. I like the hoodest books ever. So if they're not talking about drugs, cursing, sex, things like that, I'm not interested. So I need the ratchetness. I need to like it's like drama.
What?
Yeah, it's like dramatic love stories with a drug dealer or whoever, a kingpin or
like
whatever.
Is there an author?
It's a lot of authors. If I pulled out my phone, you'll be like, really? You read all of these? And I'm like, whatever's 99 cents on Amazon, guys, I'm all in.
Nice.
So do you read the books or do you do like Audible?
I read them, but I use them on my Kindle app on my phone.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I do a lot of books on Kindle because that way I can read late at night without having to worry about having a flashlight or whatever. So no. But I've been into Audible a lot too, like since I drive around a lot. So, but I have tons of books that I have started. Like I've read like 3/4, and then I'll stop reading this one. I'll pick. So like I've got like probably 10 books right now that I just need to sit down and finish each one.
That's not the way I move. Like I read them, and then when I get to the end, I'm waiting for the part 2 because a lot of them have part 2s, and if they don't have the part 2, then I'm sad. Yeah, and I hate to start another one. So yeah, I get really wrapped up in those on the weekends. Right on.
Cameo, before we get out of here, do you got any recommendations, things that people should watch or anything like that right now?
Not that I can think of right off the top of my head. If you have Apple TV, I'd say watch Defending Jacob. That has Chris Evans in it, who plays Captain America.
Yeah.
The young version of James McAvoy's character in It. He's in it. And if you watch Downton Abbey, the woman that plays Mary, she's in it. But those are like the main characters in the whole show.
Oh yeah. Because we haven't done a show in a few weeks, so we're kind of catching up ourselves. Since we didn't do a show, like I have binge watched The Wire. Okay. On HBO. Have y'all watched that?
I haven't.
I haven't watched it in its entirety, but I've seen some of it.
I love The Wire. And then it's a newer show by the guy who wrote The Wire, David Simon, called The Deuce with James Franco. And
is that good? I wanted to watch
Maggie Gyllenhaal. It's pretty good. It's it's about like prostitution and stuff in New York, and then like the kind of rise of some of those places like the peep shows, and then pornography being filmed there and stuff. And so there's like, if you're watching it, I'm not a prude. I don't care that there's a lot of sex in it.
Me either.
But
sorry, Mom.
but there's a lot of sex in it. Like there's a lot like. So sometimes I feel like it sometimes takes me out of it a little bit, but I love that show. Not quite as good as The Wire, but I think that it's about to start season 3, or the first 2 seasons are definitely on HBO Max. So.
Oh, I will say this though, if you want to watch like a goofy, funny movie, David Spade's movie, The Wrong Missy.
I love that. It was hilarious.
Died. The girl that plays Missy, Lauren Lapkus, she is a straight nut.
Super nut. Like I stayed up that whole movie. I was impressed. I never stay up a movie.
Yeah, I liked that one more than I thought it was.
You watched it too?
Yeah, I did. I thought it was a little like kind of like formulaic. It wasn't like anything like where you were like gonna be surprised.
It's something to watch, though.
But it was very good.
Yeah,
it was very good.
Yeah.
I watched The King of Staten Island.
Oh yeah, how was that?
I didn't love it, and we're planning on doing some reviews on the next show, like The Five Bloods, and I think
I'll be here.
The King of Staten Island.
Did you watch it?
I watched The Five Bloods,
man.
And I stayed up for.
Let's just talk about it if y'all want, real quick.
Hey, I'm cool. All I want to say is
King of Staten Island, real quick. Okay. I didn't love it. I was hoping to love it. I didn't love it. The Five Bloods, though.
Paul, man. Woo!
I love that movie.
If he doesn't get some type of award for that character, man, he should. He like if he doesn't, like I'm boycotting everything.
Originally Denzel Washington and is his son's name James Washington?
I can't remember. I couldn't.
They were originally going to be in this one.
Oh,
yeah, they shouldn't have though.
Yeah,
I liked who they casted.
Yeah.
I do too, and I need to pull them up real quick. So because there's a few people, and of course that's when my phone died. There's a few people in it from The Wire, and also the one gentleman is in Clark Peters. He's in The Wire, and he's also in Treme, which I love. Delroy Lindo was great.
Paul. Yeah.
And then who was the other guy in The Wire? Did you watch a lot of The Wire though?
No.
Oh, okay. It was a guy that was in The Wire that he has his famous line all the time. He goes, "Shit."
But I feel like that did that in this movie.
He did. He dropped it in the movie.
Oh yeah,
no,
I was
he
like,
did.
yes.
Yeah, no, he did it because my boyfriend busted out laughing, and I was like, "What?" And he was like, "That's a Wire reference."
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
The what's his name? Melvin said it right. Was it him?
Isaiah Whitlock.
Yeah. He cracked me up in that movie.
So yeah, no, that's who it
Yeah,
was.
it was great. I like the Five Bloods. What I really dig about Spike Lee is he doesn't have to be contained to any kind of one kind of movie. He can do whatever he wants to do.
He can.
Yeah.
And I love like watching him like in this movie. I was just watching Malcolm X. His blending like of real footage of real things into these movies.
That first scene, bruh.
Yeah.
I was like, that's too real.
Yeah, my wife and I, we were like, I don't know if we're gonna be able to watch this. It was bad.
Too real.
Yeah.
It was bad.
Way too real.
And so I thought it was a very good, powerful movie, and the story was great and original. And like I said, I like that about Spike Lee, and I would like for Hollywood to give a lot more black directors the autonomy to do stuff like that, where they don't have, like I was listening to Kenya Barris talk about, like he feels like black directors get like a couple different kind of movies, and that's what they get.
In
that's
in that little box.
And
he kind of even mentioned that in his
was it Black AF?
Yeah.
And so I feel like look at Spike Lee's success and say, okay, we could definitely do that. They should
Also,
be doing
too,
it anyway.
Jordan Peele's success. I mean,
yeah,
Peele,
exactly.
He blew up quick.
Yeah,
He has talent.
I did not think that would come out of him after. Oh my goodness, his first movie.
Was it Keanu? Was that his first movie?
The one with the cat?
Yeah.
That was his first movie?
I don't know. Was it?
No, I don't think so. I'm saying like the movie that
scary one,
horror
Get Out?
movies.
Get Out.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay.
I still haven't seen that. Like it was on one day. Listen, it's hard for me to stay awake in a movie. That one took me out. But the fact that I stayed awake for 2.5 hours of the Five Bloods speaks a lot. Volumes for me.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. It was.
But I would say definitely Get Out is probably one of my favorite movies.
Yeah.
Like it's
scary movie.
But yeah, if you follow Jordan Peele on Instagram, he did like somebody did a shadow puppet of, I guess, the history of Candyman. Watch that. It's on his Instagram, so go follow him and check that out. It was kind of creepy. And
I keep forgetting he's doing Candyman.
Yeah.
Listen,
I can't wait.
definitely won't see that.
I won't either.
I do not like scary movies.
You don't
either?
No, not even a little bit. It's not
See,
my jam.
I always have to drag Cameo to him.
He dragged me to go see it, and there was something happened. I was like, don't do it. The people in front of us started laughing.
Sometimes watching Cameo watch movies is just as entertaining as the movie itself.
I don't do it, man. I don't understand why people want to be scared. Like I don't get it.
I'm with you. Like I don't want to be scared.
I don't get scared by them anymore. That's the thing.
Yeah, no.
I mean, I know it's fake, but still, I'm like, nope, not doing it.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
Man, I tell you, it was a long time ago. It was in college, and me and this girl went to go see The Hills Have Eyes.
Mm-hmm.
I walked out of that movie theater. It was at Harkins, and I was just like,
why does Hills need eyes? What are they looking for?
Right?
You don't want
to watch
to.
this. Yeah.
I don't want to go where the hills have eyes. That's for sure.
Nope.
Need hills to have grass.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah. I will say too, like going back to the Five Bloods, I really enjoyed like some of the cinematography too. Like it would go from widescreen to like the older looking style when they would flash back, so it looked like like kind of like the stock footage that they would do.
Yeah.
And then
his
like,
angles.
Yeah. I mean, Spike Lee, his lighting, his angles. I don't know how much. I think that he would have a lot to do with it. I know some of that is cinematographers have something to do with that too. But like the music that he uses and all of it, I mean, he's just one of my favorite filmmakers. So,
but you can tell his movies basically, like if you're watching them, because I'm like, geez, that's the same angle he used in Crooklyn, like the way he gets up under people, or like that's not a good angle for me to look at them that way. But you nailed it, sir.
Right.
So.
Before we get out of here, I told you that I named Bobby the Italian Stallion. I almost named Cameo.
Come on, what were you gonna name him?
Radio Raheem.
So you think?
So sorry.
See, okay, the character was lame, but the name is awesome. That's what I say.
The name is awesome, but I don't think I see Radio Raheem with Cameo.
I think you should have went with it.
No. I think I'm good.
Hard pass, bro.
Okay, all right. Fine. Maybe that's why I only named one guy. All right, Nita Skky, tell everybody once more, PatcHappy, it's PatcHappy _ SK. And when are you on Wild?
All right, so you can find me on Wild this Friday night. I'll be there 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. and then I double back on Saturdays 8 p.m. to midnight, and I sprinkle in a couple of other days throughout the weekend as needed.
Yeah.
So just make sure you're listening to Wild if you want your Nita fix on the weekends. And as far as PatcHappy, we specialize in all things patches. You want a jacket, you want a hat, you want a bag, you want a face mask, we got you covered. You can buy the patches, or you can have us put the patches together, or a jacket, or whatever you want together. We can do that. But to follow us, hit us up Instagram PatcHappy _SK, and I will also give you guys the link to put up.
Sweet. And your social media?
I am Nita Skky, NITASKKY. You can find me on Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, and I just got a Twitter, y'all. I'm not good at it at all. Like, I'm not good at Twitter at all.
And Cameo, you want to throw out your OnlyFans? No fans?
No
all right, well, thank you for coming.
Not a problem. And I got to send much love, I'm sorry, to Sharice Kirk, the ideal, the brain behind PatcHappy. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't have this shirt. And so I got to send her much love. Next time you can come back, sis. But today, I held it down.
Yeah.
So shout out to Sharice Kirk.
And of course, like I said, come back anytime. We totally blanked on one thing. The Five Bloods, I give it 3 crying Kevin Smiths. 3 out of 3. So
yeah, I give it a 3 too. Yeah.
Okay.
So our crying Kevin Smiths are a good thing.
Okay.
So
I mean, if he's crying, I'm like, is that a good thing?
Well, because Kevin Smith, like, he cries joyful tears about all the things he enjoys.
Right.
Okay.
So that's
I'll give it 3 Kevin Smiths.
Crying Kevin Smith.
Oh, sorry. I'll give it 3 crying Kevin Smiths.
All right, great. All right.
3 across the board. All
right. Well, thanks everybody. We'll do a new show probably next week.
Yeah.
Until then,
keep it nerdy.
Put a smile on your face.
Bye.